Some breaking news coming out of Italy in regard to Serie A runners-up Roma. Now, earlier this week we reported that the Roma manager Ruud Gullit had been shortlisted by European champions Ajax to take over as head coach following the departure of Erik ten Hag. However, in the last few moments it has been revealed that Gullit has rejected the offer from Ajax and has in fact signed a new deal with Roma. The former Feyenoord manager said that despite being hugely flattered by the offer, he wanted to build a dynasty at Roma and was confident in the team's ability to be successful over the coming seasons. With Roma back in the Champions League and establishing themselves as the best of the rest in Serie A, it remains to be seen whether they can push on and add to their promising start under the Dutchman. Hello and welcome back to the PES 2020 Master League with, still AS Roma. You cast your votes and you've left your comments and you've said that you want us to stay at Roma, so that is exactly what we are going to do. And we immediately jump into the boardroom and seeing what our expectations should be for the league. Should be aiming to win the league. You know what? Let's not beat around the bush or various other silly cliches. Let's agree to that. That's what we've stayed at Roma to do, and that is what we will do this season. We will hope to do this season. We're going to completely cut out our chances in the Coppa Italia, but winning the league takes priority. Of course it does, man. We're also in the Champions League this season, of course, so we have a chance at a treble with the Scudetto. But the Scudetto is the priority this season. That's what the fans want, and that is what we want to deliver to them. Let's win the league this season. Yes, my follically challenged friend. Let's do that. As is the case with any first episode of a new season, it will be mainly transfer related carry on, but also as well we have to look at our contracts to see who is expiring at the end of the season, and there are quite a few, and the majority of which are first teamers. We have Paul Lopez, Florenzi, Pellegrini, Under, Kluivert, Veretout, Spinazzola, Diawara, Mancini, Morante, Zappacosta, Vusato, Chetin, all with their contracts expiring at the end of the season. So we're going to go ahead and renew all of those and hope that they all accept their new offers. Happy days! Everyone has accepted their contract extensions except for Davide Zappacosta, whose talks have broken down over a new contract. He's considering his options apparently, including a transfer. Now, to be honest, Zappacosta, you've caused me nothing but bother every time you've played, and I was only going to keep you around as backup, but you're worth 13.5 million, so you know what, if you want to go, I might let you go and see if we can bring in someone else who is who I can use as backup at right back. I suppose we already have the likes of Santon who can play on the left and the right, but I'd rather bring in a direct replacement. So Zappacosta, I'm going to put you, no, not add to listed players, that's the wrong button. Transfer policy, that's what we're looking for. Place on the transfer list. So Davide Zappacosta, if you don't want to sign a contract, I'm afraid, son, you're going to be out on your arse. Speaking of bringing folk in, here is the updated shortlist for the start of this season. A couple of positions that I want to bring in. I want to start a top quality centre back to partner Regani. Don't get me wrong, Mancini has been fantastic, but he's a 79 rated, and I feel like we can improve on that. So we have a couple of options here with Nico Elvedi out of Borussia Mönchengladbach. We've got Malang Sarr out of Nice, who's only 21 years old, 80 rated centre back, so you know, you can't really go wrong with that. Christopher Ayer is still there, 22, 79 rated, and Todibo is in there from Barcelona. The reason he's only 75 rated, but the reason I have Todibo in is because look how cheap he is. 75 rated for 6.7 million for a 75 rated centre back, and he's young as hell. However, I want to bring someone in who's top quality, and Todibo is rated less than Mancini, so might not bother with Todibo. Moving into the central midfield options, Tonali. Now, the reason I brought Tonali in is because he got relegated with Brescia, and he could be a fine pickup. He's still expensive as balls, right enough. When is his contract end? Oh, there's still plenty of time left on it. So Tonali could be an option. I thought we could get him a little bit cheaper considering that he got relegated, but there you go. Abdoulaye Doucouré, 81 rated, 27 years old. I really like Doucouré as a player, so just as another central midfield option. Now we do need an attacking midfielder, considering we let Javier Pastore go, so we need someone to replace him, and Martin Odegaard is the man who I have pinpointed. 22 years old, 84 rated out of Real Sociedad. But Jesus Christ, he is expensive. Oh my word. We also let Perotti go, so we need some cover on the wings. So we've got Yannick Carrasco still in there, 27 years old, 81 rated. Same as Centurion, I think. I think it's the same rating as Centurion. And Bernardeschi out of Juventus as well. 26 years old, 85 rated, can play on either side. Be a real statement of intent. Plus we'd be weakening a rival, which is always good. And of course, just as a couple of forwards, we don't really need any forwards because we have obviously our main man Edin Dzeko, we have Gabi Barbosa, and we've got young Christian Russo in the ranks as our third choice forward out of the academy. But you know, I kept them in there. Belotti's still there, and Pietro Pellegrini I think I kept in for the same reason as I put Todibo in, because he is cheap as, and he's 77 rated, and he's Italian. So you know, this is just as an option. However, we do need the attacking midfielder and we do need a winger, so I'm gonna go, but we also need a centre back, but we need the attacking midfielder more. So Odegaard, you're my prime target, so let's start some negotiations with you. Oh Jesus Christ, this is gonna cost so much money. Right, so this is the offer that we've put in for Martin Odegaard. It's, Jesus Christ, it's going to cost me so much money if I want to get him. Even with what we've offered him, he's apparently still not convinced. We've offered him 105 grand a week, which would make him our highest earner, I'm pretty sure. Who else? We've thrown in an appearance bonus, a goal bonus. We've also thrown in Zappacosta as a make weight into the deal, as well as £45.5 million, which would make him our most expensive signing, even without even with Zappacosta. 45 million is more than we spent on Barbosa, so it's looking unrealistic, or not unrealistic, unlikely that we're going to get him. But we'll throw the offer in, why not? Does no harm to ask. Now it's who do we pick between Elvedi and Sarr. Ayer, I would like, but he's the same rating as Mancini, like I say, so, and we want someone top quality, so admittedly Sarr is only one rating higher, but he's younger than both Mancini and Ayer, and he's younger than Elvedi. Elvedi's rated at 83, so I might go for Malang Sarr, you know. I think he might be the way to go. Once again, it's going to be very difficult to get hold of anybody at this point, even though we're not exactly, you know, strapped for cash, but the fees that these lads are going to cost us is quite astronomical. So Sarr, the contract he seems happy enough with, 64 grand a week. Throw in a couple of appearance bonus, a win bonus, clean sheet bonus, but it's the transfer fee with Nice that is going to be the stumbling block here. We've offered 30, to be fair, that's an insulting offer. We'll bump that up a bit. 35 there, 35.7 million with a 10% sell-on option. I wonder how much it'll cost us if we threw Zappacosta in, actually, because we are trying to get rid of him. You cannot, well, never mind then. Tell you what, we'll send that off and see what Nice have to say. Hopefully it's something Nice. I'm not even sorry. Not even sorry. Just thought as well that if we're going to need a backup right back with Zappacosta going, it wouldn't hurt to look for who we could bring in as a possible replacement. Look for Italian right backs, because I like to try and keep an Italian core to this Roma side. And Andrea Conti is an option, 77 rated, 26 years old, valued at 13.5, and his release fee is 15. So you know what? He could be a cheap alternative, so we might go in for him. Tell you what, we'll negotiate with Milan and see what they're willing. So like I say, the release fee for him is 15, so we could easily just pay 15 million for him. But we don't really want to do that. We'll go with the 13.5 for now as market value. Bump up the old weekly salary to about 42, 3-year deal. There we go. Let's see how. He's not impressed with our current offer. Shut up. You're not happy with 42 grand a week. Oh my god, how will you survive? Not good news on the Odegaard front. Sociedad have rejected our offer. Negotiations have broken down. Our offer was rejected due to the player having too important a role at the club, which is fair enough, I suppose. He's 84 rated and 22 years old. He's going to be an absolute baller, and I wouldn't want Zappacosta either. I'd be insulted. So That was rejected. The Malang Sarr deal, however, they are willing to negotiate if we pay them an extra 9 million quid on top of that. But now that Zappacosta's not going, we could throw him into the deal and see if that brings it down any. Conte negotiation broken down. He's right, okay, well we might just end up paying the release fee for that anyway, so we could come back to that one. But the Sarr deal, let's renegotiate this. So we're keeping the contract the same. Sarr seems happy enough with that. But we have, now that Zappacosta we know is not going to Sociedad, we've thrown him into this deal to try and sweeten it a bit, and we've dropped the fee down to 27 million. Or do we put it up? 31.5, I'll keep it at 31.5. Zappacosta, 10% sell on option. Hopefully they will be more agreeable to this. Now here's an option as an attacking midfielder. Stefan El Shaarawy, formerly of Roma, currently playing at Shanghai Shenhua in China. He's 83 rated, 28 years old, so Zaniolo will probably continue to start as he's considerably younger. But you know what, and that would solve our left-sided problem as well, because he can play on the left and on the right and as an attacking midfielder. Do we bring him back? Let's just negotiate and just see if they're willing to talk to us here. Right, I've offered them 26.7 million. He's happy enough with the contract, so it's just whether or not they agree the fee. It's another thing where it seems to be a recurring theme with who we go in for. It's key players out of these clubs that we're going in for, which is making it a smidge more difficult. As well as that, Bernardeschi can also play in all of those positions, and he's younger, but he's going to cost an absolute bomb. So you know what, let's just bite the bullet and see how much Juventus will be willing to negotiate. 40, no, he's a 49 million release fee. Eesh, that's a lot, and he's not impressed with the contract either. So Bernardeschi might be a bit out of our reach here. Balls, the Malang Sarr offer has fallen through. Offer was rejected. I was a bit cheeky maybe with how I went about that deal, so can't be too surprised. The El Shaarawy deal, however, Shanghai Shenhua are willing to negotiate with us for an extra 5, near enough 6 million. We can have him. Do I really want him though? It was just mainly for the crack to bring him back. We'll renegotiate if we can get it down a wee bit and it's, you know, feasible, then sure, why not? We'll bring back El Shaarawy. Back into the shortlist we go, and this time we will go for Nico Elvedi, 24 years old, 83 rated. So let's see what Borussia Mönchengladbach want from probably a stupid amount of money. Stop it! Come on, like, stop. Just, I'll give you a 10. I'll give you a really big bag of Skittles as well, and a tenner. You can't really ask for more than that. So here is the offer for Elvedi. It's a hefty chunk of change, 52 million. He would become our record signing, above Gabriel Barbosa. Offered him 72 grand a week, as well as a couple of bonuses and a 3-year contract. Let's just see what they have to say. Now, I came into PSG looking for Diallo to see how much we could get him for, but I've stumbled across Thilo Kehrer. I forgot all about you, son. 83 rated, 24 years old, valued at 31. His release fee's 39, so even his release fee is about 10 odd million less than what we'd be paying for Elvedi if they accepted that. So you know what, Thilo Kehrer, let's start negotiations with you. Right, so we will offer PSG 35. That is what, 4 million off his release fee. So if it all falls to ours, we can come back and offer the release fee again. 3-year contract, 71 grand a week. I didn't check to see what he's currently on, but I assume we'll be paying him more with that contract on a 3-year deal. So we'll see how that goes. We're in desperate need of it. We don't really need a centre back. I just would quite like one. Bloody hell, Thilo Kehrer, why are you? Ugh, you knob. Apparently negotiations broke down. Didn't see a future at our club. Apparently, well, that's irritating. Elvedi, no, Jesus Christ. 58.6 mil it's going to cost us. He's happy with the contract, it's just Mönchengladbach. Oh my god. 58.9. Oh, it's his release fee. They want us to pay the release fee for Elvedi. Jesus Christ, that's going to take up pretty much a whole, like the majority of our budget. Will only have about maybe what, 20 odd million left. Oh, we'll think about it. We will think about it. And El Shaarawy, 28.4. Do I really want to pay that just to bring El Shaarawy back? He's 83 rated. He could be useful, and he would solve our attacking midfield problem as well. You know what? Yeah, I will go for Steven El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy, son, you're going to come back to Rome, and you're going to help us win a Scudetto. So we are. So we are. Bang! Steven El Shaarawy has come back to Roma. Now, if there are any Roma fans in the comments or watching this video, I don't know how you feel about that. Is it a good thing, or have I just pissed you off immensely? Either way, he's back. And there he is in his little suit with his nice quiff. Steven El Shaarawy has returned to Roma. Looking very smart, I have to say. Scrubs up well. Why is Big Sam there? How did he get a job? But it's... oh, I may have annoyed a whole heap of folk. I should have researched this before I did this transfer to bring him back. But he is back. And he's in... sir, you shouldn't be on the training pitch in those shoes. You'll fall on your arse. It'll be a Martin Braithwaite situation, and no club needs that. Hello, my name is Steven El Shaarawy, and I'm the newest member of Roma. It's a real honour to join such a prestigious club. I'll be listening out for my name being chanted from the stands come match day. Just hope I can live up to everyone's expectations of me. He's a cocky wee so-and-so, I'll give him that. From one confirmed new signing to two potential new signings, Nice have got back to us. They want 55.4. That would take up the entirety of the rest of our budget. And we can't even afford Elvedi now after we bought El Shaarawy in, so sorry, I can't justify spending 55 million quid. Like, that's the rest of our budget entirely gone, so might need to not, like I said, I don't even need a centre back. Mancini is perfectly fine, and he'll grow, so I just wanted, you know, someone who was of real tip-top quality. So I might have to abandon this idea and look elsewhere. Right back, I need a right back if Zappacosta is going to be going. That's where I need to be looking, not at centre back. So we may abandon this for now, and we may come back to it towards the end of the window. But for now, I think the search for a centre back, we shall abandon it. We've already brought one old boy back. Do we bring back another? But this one, who I know is greeted with affection everywhere around Rome, Daniele De Rossi. 37 years old, playing at Boca Juniors currently. It's going to cost us absolutely dick all to bring him back. And you know what? If we're going to try and win a Scudetto this year, I want De Rossi to be there to win it. You know what? I'm going to bring him back. I'm going to bring in Daniele De Rossi. There you go. It's going to cost us $1.5 million to bring him back. Paying him quite a lot of cash, to be fair, on a one-year deal. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm not going to be too disheartened about it, but I would love to have him back. While we've been busy making offers to other clubs for their players, clubs have been making offers to us for ours, and Edin Dzeko has been targeted by Arsenal. He's going absolutely nowhere. End those negotiations immediately, and we're going to reject all offers that come in for Edin Dzeko. He's going absolutely nowhere. Chris Smalling, Jesus Christ, 15.5 mil. He's going absolutely nowhere either, because Smalling, to be fair, when he's played, has been pretty decent. So we'll keep our Mike Smalling about. Why not? Oh no, De Rossi, why? Negotiations have broken down. He was rejected our offer due to doubts over his appearance opportunities, which is probably fair, but still, oh mate. So before we end this episode, I've just popped into the game plan just to get a better look at what I actually do need, and to be honest, I forgot that we let Juan Jesus go, so we need another centre back anyway. So we will be going back in for a centre back, maybe not as the calibre or the quality of the ones we were going for. Someone who can just do a decent job at backup, because it looks like Regani and Mancini will continue as our starting partnership. Everyone in the starting lineup is over 80 rated now, I know, except for Mancini, but he'll grow. Who else do we need? We have enough forwards, enough midfielders. Maybe another central midfielder? Maybe? No. Wingers we seem absolutely fine for. A lot on the left hand side though, but a lot can play on for the likes of Centurion. They all can play anywhere across the front three, so that's not too bad. So yeah, another centre half is key, and I would ideally like another attacking midfield, even though El Shaarawy can play there and Centurion can play there. Maybe someone who's just an out-and-out attacking midfielder, just to have, you know. But that is going to do it for this episode. The first episode of a new season, Season 2, is underway. And we have made our first signing of the season. An old boy has returned in Steven El Shaarawy, has returned back to Roma. Now, a couple of things I would like for you fine people to do in the comment section below. Squad numbers. Squad numbers is a thing which I obsess over. And would like to get your input on. Someone said in the comments a few videos ago, I forget who it was, that Gabi Barbosa, his number didn't suit him, and I totally agree. So what number should Gabi Barbosa get? But ideally not number 10, because that's Totti's number. I would like to keep 10 as a separate. I want to keep that as a kind of retired number, so not number 10, but any other number. And El Shaarawy, what number did we give El Shaarawy? I think, was he number 77 back in there? Or am I making that up entirely? But either way, what number should we give El Shaarawy? And of course, your suggestions for centre backs and for attacking midfielders would be greatly appreciated. Keep in mind, we only have about £55 million left to spend on both of them, so nothing overly outlandish, please, because I'm not going to get Neymar, I'm not going to get Mbappe. It's not going to happen, so your suggestions in the comment section below would be terrific. And as always, if you did enjoy this video, do remember to hit that like button, do hit that subscribe button, and hit the bell. It helps us out greatly. You have no idea how much it helps us out. We've been growing steadily for the past couple of weeks, which warms the cockles of our heart, and in the subcockle region also. We hope that everyone is keeping well during this period of self-isolation. Yes, it's a bit of a bugger, that's a bit dull, but, you know, the quicker we all learn to stay indoors, the sooner it'll all be over, hopefully. So stay inside, don't be a knob, stay inside, and remember to wash your hands and all that stuff. And just be safe, be sensible, don't be an idiot. But whilst you're inside and you're self-isolating, perhaps have a look through our channel and have a look through all of our videos, and hopefully you'll find something that'll keep you entertained during this bizarre time. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and once again, we will see you as always in the next one.